One day in 1862, a British man was cut down and killed by a samurai in Japan. Why did this happen? Let me explain. His name is Charles. He was a British man living in Hong Kong. Charles visited Japan for sightseeing. He was with 3 other British people that day. They were enjoying a long ride on horseback. Then a procession came in front of them. The procession was of a daimyo. Daimyo was the king of a region. Such processions were common in Japan at the time. Citizens must not interfere with the passage, and they had to show respect. Therefore, they kneeled and bowed. Charles didn't even get off his horse. The samurai in the lead told him to open the way with a gesture. Of course, the samurai didn't speak English. Charles ignored the warning. He kept going forward. His friends tried to stop him, but he wouldn't listen. The procession was greatly disrupted. Finally, Charles and his friends approached Daimyo's car. There was a commotion around them. The 4 of them found it dangerous, so they turned their horses around, but it was too late. Finally, one samurai attacked Charles. Charles was deeply wounded by the blow. He fell from his horse 200 meters away. The samurai who had followed him finished him off. 3 others were also attacked. 2 of them were seriously wounded. 1 woman survived almost unharmed and called for help. The incident soon became a diplomatic issue. The Edo shogunate, the ruler of Japan, was ambiguous. They didn't apologize. Also, they didn't blame Charles for what he had done. Satsuma, a region of the daimyo, protected the perpetrators, and they insisted that the incident itself had never happened. They might have felt some sense of guilt. The foreign residents in Japan got angry. They were ready to go to war. But the UK ambassador to Japan, Commander Neil, remained calm, because it was a relationship between 2 countries. Neil consulted with his home country about how to handle this. As a result, they demanded an apology and £100,000 of compensation. The amount was incredible. This represented the power between Japan and the UK at the time. Edo was in turmoil over the incredible amount of compensation. However, they finally decided to pay it, because other countries exerted pressure. UK also demanded compensation from Satsuma. They demanded the handover of the perpetrators too. To do so, they sent 7 battleships to Satsuma and threatened them. A small incident led to an exchange of a cannon fire. The battleships were damaged. The town of Satsuma was also burned down. Since both sides wouldn't compromise, they had a discussion. As a result, Satsuma paid compensation, but the perpetrators were not handed over. The relationship between UK and Satsuma rather improved. The above is a summary of the incident. The facts can be concluded as follows. 1 British man ignored the rule. As a result, he was killed. Edo and Satsuma paid a large amount of compensation. Satsuma and the UK engaged in battle. Could this incident have been prevented? Here, one thing is certain. What Charles did was wrong. It has been mentioned by not only Japanese but also foreign nationals. In other countries, we should follow the customs. This is the only way to avoid trouble. Shortly before the incident, another non-Japanese was also encountered in the procession. He is American, Eugene. When he saw the procession, he immediately got off his horse. He moved to the side of the road and took off his hat. Nothing happened. This didn't mean obedience. It just means respecting the culture of the other country. It was just to avoid unnecessary trouble. Charles, on the other hand, said to his friends like this, I have lived in Hong Kong for 14 years. I know how to handle these people. But Japan was not Hong Kong, sorry. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. This is still same today. One more thing is clear. It is that Japan at that time was not equal to foreign countries. If they were, Charles' action would have been taken into consideration, and there would have been no extraordinary compensation. Why was Japan subordinated to other countries? This is because Japan itself was in pieces. Edo and Satsuma couldn't work well together. There was still no concept of a single country, Japan. Therefore, this incident was a good opportunity to unite the regions. Thank you for watching until the end. I'd be very happy if you like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.